WWE chaos unfolds. Wrestling Shockwave. WWE crisis deepens. Backstage drama hits. Wrestling news update. What is going on, guys? It's WrestleMania here, back again with another deep dive into the biggest, most chaotic, and most heavily discussed stories currently shaking the wrestling world. And today's episode is absolutely packed with controversy, speculation, behind-the-scenes tension, and updates that fans have been arguing about non-stop across social media. We're talking about fresh accusations of WWE misleading fans once again following a major executive interview, growing concerns about whether the company's momentum is starting to slip in certain areas, a shocking real-life car accident involving a WWE star, important updates on Braun Breaker after recent concerns, a surprising backstage name linked to a mask versus mask match, and even new chatter surrounding the potential return of Lucha Underground. So make sure you stay locked in, because as always, the real story is not just what's being said, but what's happening underneath it all. We begin with a statement that has instantly sparked backlash across the wrestling community, coming from WWE President Nick Khan, who recently made a bold declaration during an interview suggesting that WWE will never respond to social media criticism under any circumstances. According to Khan, if ratings fall, if revenue drops, or if relevance declines, the responsibility lies entirely with the company and not external opinions online. On the surface, it sounds like a confident corporate stance, but fans were quick to push back, pointing out that WWE's history does not fully align with that claim. Many are referencing previous moments where online backlash reportedly influenced creative direction, including widely discussed changes around WrestleMania 40's main event plans, where the originally discussed Rock vs. Roman Reigns direction was ultimately altered after significant fan reaction online. That moment alone has become a major point of debate, because WWE itself has acknowledged in various ways that audience response played a role in shaping the final decision. Critics are now questioning whether Khan's statement reflects the reality of modern WWE or if it is more about presenting an image of complete creative independence. The discussion becomes even more heated when you consider how frequently WWE trends on social media and how deeply fan reactions now influence weekly discourse, even if not officially acknowledged. The situation escalated further when Khan also spoke about WWE's need to develop new stars, but his wording during that segment immediately became another talking point. While explaining a meeting involving Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and other executives, Khan referred to Michaels as a guy named Shawn Michaels, a phrase that quickly spread online and triggered backlash from fans who felt it downplayed one of the most influential performers in professional wrestling history. Many argued that Shawn Michaels is not just a developmental figure but a generational talent whose legacy is deeply respected across the industry, and the phrasing came across as dismissive or disconnected from wrestling culture. This sparked a wider conversation about how corporate leadership sometimes frames wrestling personalities compared to how fans emotionally connect with them. At the same time, Khan's broader message about building the next generation was not entirely rejected, as even critics agree that WWE's current roster includes several veterans approaching the later stages of their careers, making long-term planning essential. However, the tension between business language and fan perception continues to widen the gap in how these statements are received. From there, attention shifts to WWE's current performance trends, and the numbers are starting to raise eyebrows. Reports indicate that recent episodes of Raw on Netflix have experienced dips in global viewership, including one episode that reportedly hit a 4-month low in total global views and hours watched. While the numbers are still strong in a streaming context, the downward movement has sparked discussion about consistency and audience retention. SmackDown has also reportedly seen a noticeable decline, with a drop in both overall viewership and key demographic ratings compared to the previous week. Some of this can be explained by external factors such as international tapings, time zone differences, and scheduling shifts, but analysts and fans alike are still questioning whether the product is maintaining strong weekly engagement. Even when episodes are well received creatively, the ratings picture suggests that translating positive reception into sustained viewership remains a challenge. On top of that, live event attendance in certain international markets has also become a talking point, with reports of partially filled sections at some shows fueling debate about ticket pricing strategy and overall fan demand. While WWE continues to present itself as a dominant global entertainment force under TKO, these fluctuations are adding layers of uncertainty to that narrative. The business side of WWE is also under pressure in a much bigger way, as the TKO merger continues to face legal challenges that could carry massive financial consequences. A shareholder lawsuit is reportedly seeking damages that could range close to or even exceed $1 billion, depending on how the case develops. The central argument revolves around claims that the WWE sale process may have been influenced in ways that did not fully prioritize shareholder value, with allegations pointing toward internal decision-making that allegedly benefited certain individuals more than others. All parties involved, including key executives and former leadership figures, have denied any wrongdoing and maintain that the merger was handled appropriately and in the best interest of the company and its investors. However, the presence of a high-stakes legal battle of this scale inevitably adds pressure and scrutiny to WWE's corporate structure, especially given the already complex nature of integrating WWE into the broader TKO ecosystem alongside UFC. The lawsuit also adds another layer of public attention to figures like Nick Khan and Triple H, who are now regularly mentioned in both creative and business discussions surrounding WWE's direction. Meanwhile, outside the boardroom, real-life incidents involving talent continue to surface, adding a different kind of seriousness to the week's headlines. Bronson Reed recently revealed that he was involved in a car accident after being struck from behind in a rear-end collision. Thankfully, Reed confirmed that everyone involved was safe and no serious injuries were reported, but the situation quickly gained attention due to his strong public message about distracted driving. Reed used the moment to directly call out drivers who use their phones while behind the wheel, emphasizing how dangerous and careless the behavior can be, especially when families and children are involved. This incident comes at a time when Reed is already recovering from a torn biceps injury that has kept him out of in-ring competition, making the timing particularly unfortunate. However, he has previously expressed determination to return stronger, and early indications suggest that this accident will not impact his recovery timeline. On the creative speculation side of WWE, rumors continue to swirl about upcoming major matches and long-term booking decisions. One of the most discussed topics right now is the King of the Ring tournament, where internal reports and wrestling insiders have suggested that Seth Rollins is currently being positioned as a leading candidate to win the 2026 edition. If that direction holds, it could lead to a major championship opportunity at SummerSlam and potentially tie into larger storylines involving Roman Reigns and other top-tier stars. While nothing is officially confirmed and plans in WWE are always subject to change, the idea has already sparked significant debate among fans who are analyzing how it would fit into ongoing narratives. At the same time, there were earlier concerns about Braun Breaker after he was seen limping following a recent match, but subsequent live event reports suggest that he competed normally afterward without visible signs of injury. This has led many to believe the moment may have been part of in-ring selling or a minor issue rather than anything serious, easing concerns about one of WWE's fastest rising stars. Beyond WWE itself, wrestling personalities and legends continue to influence discussions across promotions. Mick Foley recently revealed that a potential return to in-ring action has crossed his mind, particularly in AEW, though he emphasized that any match would need to be carefully structured to avoid head trauma. Foley also noted that his significant weight loss has improved his physical condition and mobility, making the idea more realistic than it would have been in previous years. Still, he made it clear that any return would depend on timing, creative direction, and overall safety considerations. Meanwhile, behind the scenes in AAA,